so happy because today is Pride Day celebration with my fave, Mr. Ryan Lill, who is an amazing singer, songwriter, and I am starting off. I know y'all, a lot of you watched my last Monday music night post where he just brought me to the point of tears. He's so fucking amazing, but you guys gotta listen to one of my favorite songs. This was actually the first song that he released. He released 3 total, and there's gonna be more coming. But this song is called Dirty, and I fucking love it. So we're about to listen to that before we talk to Ryan, so you can get a great vibe for what he sounds like in his entirety. Ryan Lill is a badass. I can't wait to talk to you, Ryan Lill.
Whisper in my ear, things I wanna hear. Got that look inside your eye, make me feel like I die. Studded leather on my side, got my hands inside your thighs. Now I want it, I want it, I want it. Lips that I can kiss, got your hands around my hips, digging in your fingertips, never loosen up your grip. I want it, I want it, I want it. Yeah, I want it, I want it. I'm so dirty. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me good. Make me feel so naughty when I feel the sweat upon your body. Dirty for you. I'll do anything that you want me to. Tell me it's when I'm talking to you, that's dirty.
Y'all better be dipping in your car, your home, wherever you're at, baby. What?
Always say you want me when you text and when you call me. Got me touching on your body. I want it, I want it. Moaning through your teeth while you're crawling on your knees. Got me begging, saying please. I want it, I want it, I want it. I'm so dirty. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me good. Make me feel so naughty.
This song is so hot. Oh my god. Oh shit.
Baby, let's go. I'm feeling dirty and I hope you know. Come pick me up, break me down and let's go. I want it, I want it. I'm so dirty. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me good. Make me feel so naughty when I feel the sweat. Dirty for you. I'll do
What? Ryan is one of the most fucking gifted people I know. Right in all.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing.
Yay! You are so beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, Diva, I love you so much. Oh, yay!
How are you?
Oh my God, I'm so good.
Good.
I am so good. I'm so good. I'm so good. Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm like living the dream right now. I feel really good.
Right?
I feel really good.
What the fuck? God bless America. As I wave my pride flag in the background. All right.
Yes. We need more people like you. More people like you.
Yes. No, we need more people like all of us who just love living their truth
Absolutely.
and really like setting their mind on a target and a goal and living their passion and living true to themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
That's why I have so much respect for you, Ryan. I really do.
I love that.
Golly.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
so much respect. Yay, because you've been in it in a minute. I was telling this story. I auditioned, please correct me if it wasn't you, but I had auditioned for the X Factor a while ago. Did you audition for that too, right? When it came to Charleston?
I did. I made it to the front of the line with like a gold pass, and I got through all of my producer rounds, and I just wasn't what they were looking for. So
I know.
You know?
I'll never forget my audition. I go to freaking like shake dude's hand, and he was like one of those germaphobes, which I understand. They're like meeting thousands of people a day, you know. But I was just like, I'm so like lovey-dovey, and I just want to hug people, you know. But they told me keep writing, and then did not give me a gold pass.
So like I had just been on the radio here in town like the week before, and I wasn't gonna audition. And I guess someone heard it like over the radio, and they were like, "You've got to audition for this." And I was like, "I guess, like, I'll go do it." So I'm standing in this like crowd of you were there. There's so many people there. There's so many people there, and I was like terrified. And then the news camera saw me and came over and were like, "Sing something right now." And I'm standing in front of all these people, and I'm like, "Like right now?" He was like right now. So I sang, and then they took me right inside, like. It was crazy. Not my favorite experience.
Oh, but point being though, to you, you've been working towards these goals for a long time, and I'm so proud of you. I know one of the songs that really put you on the map was your song Kerosene. Back in the day, right? So tell me how writing that song sort of impacted your life, and then the direction, because I feel like now, and listening to everything that you have to offer right now, you're really just coming into your fucking own, and that's what I'm loving, like your own distinct sound, your own vibe. So talk about your journey a little bit as a musician.
I feel like it's changed so much, like as I've come into like, I guess becoming more comfortable with who I am, like not just like what I am. But when I was young, like 18, 19, writing songs like Kerosene and Coming Out and like Stay Young, like I wasn't writing from a place like that felt personal. I was writing something that I thought people would want to like listen to, you know? And as I've gotten older and become more gender fluid, like just in my own like personal walk of life, I have started writing things that like I wish somebody had written for me to listen to when I was growing up. Like I didn't have any, you know, like you have like your Elton Johns, Madonnas, Cyndi Laupers, like that I listened to like young age, but none of them were talking about like your sexuality, your orientation, like the way that you feel like out and about. Everything's formulated for like man and woman on the radio most of the time. And I just started telling myself like, people might want to hear that, but like it's not authentic. So when I sang it live, it just felt so like I'm singing karaoke.
Didn't feel right?
Like, it's like I'm singing karaoke. I'm singing somebody else's song. So it just started growing from there. It got me like hooked up to like an MTV artist, and I don't know. I just started like morphing, and I refuse to be my biggest thing. And I tell this to everyone all the time. Like I refuse to be in some like genre box. Like I don't want to just do pop music. I don't want to not be able to sing like a country song or a classic song or an acoustic song. Like I just feel like whatever I'm putting out, I I want it to be authentic and I want it to feel like me when I put it out. And when I put it out, I want to be proud of it. And I feel like I've been putting out music that
Absolutely.
I'm proud of.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you sure have, dude. I get chills, get chills, and the diversity in your styles, though. Like, and I love if you want to be analytical, how it correlates with like gender fluidity, right? And
Yep.
I think as musicians, like when we get this muse that's just attached to us, it offers us a different connection to the world, right? So I actually watched a video that you did where you were performing with a rap singer in Charleston
Yeah.
too. So
Yeah.
I was like, go ahead, Ryan, go
Girl,
ahead.
that song comes out Friday at or midnight Thursday, so Friday morning, and the video comes out at 7 p.m. on Friday. And it's a song called "Blowing Up Her Phone," which is so like not something that I would have like originally been on, but I sing with so many like studios, and people are always like, "You've got to be on this track, like you have to," and I was like, I'm always so hesitant to do it, but this guy, Lil Jack, he is like he's hysterical to work with, but he's just so down to earth. And I was like, you know what? I'll go in there and I'll do it. So I was supposed to just do the hook of the song, and I recorded everything just to send to him, and he kept all of it. So like,
That's fucking
it's my
awesome,
first
dude.
time ever collaborating with an artist. He's pretty big out there, like a lot of rap songs. Like, and I'm not like super fluent in rap, but like I respect it. Like, I love me some Nicki Minaj. I love Megan Thee Stallion. Like, so for me, it's
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
fact that I get to kind of like dip my toes into that, but also keep it a little like country pop. It's just so new for
yeah,
me. So
yeah,
I'm pumped
yeah.
about it. I hope people like it. It's definitely weird singing like my perspective to a girl, but it's like, I mean, people love it. People love it.
You know what? You know what, Ryan? You have such a good imagination. I'm sure you can make it work.
Oh,
You
I
make
do.
anything work. You
I
put your
really do.
imagination to, baby. Oh my gosh. Oh, and I gotta tell you too, because I was chilling with my friend who's actually a producer out in LA, and I was like, yeah, I'm so excited. I'm interviewing Ryan Lill on Monday and blah blah blah. And I tell him about the second song that came out with the bitch out your mouth.
Yeah,
When
adore me. Yeah,
keep my name out your mouth.
yeah,
Please tell adore me,
yeah.
right? Adore me, right? Yes. So that fucking song, he's like, well, I already saw this video. And I was like, you did? I know. I was like, so I swear to God, no lie. I think it happened Wednesday night, right? So I'm chilling and we're like, I'm looking you up and playing that song for him. And like, we listened to the whole fucking song and we're just like so stoked, partying our asses off, listening to it because, it's real and it's authentic and it's shit. It's language that we speak
Yeah, for sure.
too. And I think you're so gifted in all of what you write because you're able to capture the words of just like how people are talking and set it to sound.
Yeah.
And that is such a talent to be a lyricist on top of a musician. I don't think people understand how challenging that can be because if you're not just like a popcorn artist, right?
Yeah, for
And like
sure.
you were talking about you want to live true to your message, right? So the way you construct a song, that's what really pulled my heartstrings, man, because every single one of them, they're really well crafted
Thank
songs,
you.
really well crafted. So what is your writing process like?
Oh man, I get this question so many times and I feel like I never have a good answer for it because I'm like I'm a unicorn. I don't write music like most people do. Like, I don't sit down with a notepad and write lyrics and then come back to it. I swear to God, I will sit with my guitar for hours and play the same chords over and over and over again. And I'll have like a hum in my head and I'm like, okay, like this sounds good. And like when I wrote Adore Me, like with my writing style, like the song was acoustic. It was an acoustic guitar and me, and I was like, this song
Huh,
is so good, but these words just don't like match up to the acoustic guitar. Like I've got to put some beat behind it, and I sit down and I start writing out of the top of my head. And once I get a hook, I build the choruses like from it. Like I build the little verses off of it. So, and
yeah.
to be honest, Adore Me was just a first verse and the chorus. And when I got into the studio, I completely bullshitted the second verse and the third verse just off the top of my head because I was like, how do I continue this song like past that one? Like, don't take it personal. Everyone already knows that I cross all the lines. Like, how do you beat that after the
Love
second
that
verse?
fucking
You
line,
know?
dude. Love it.
So
Yeah.
I was literally wearing high heels in the studio and I was like, I'm really loud. And I was like, I'm too loud wearing high heels through town. Like, this is what we're doing, bitch. Like, this is what we're
That's right.
saying. So I just went
That's
through it.
right.
And then at the end, when I said the whole, like, got a little heavy spreading my name around town, it's like, because I've gained weight. So I was like, why not just use that? Like, people talk about it all the time. And I'm like, it's not something that I'm like ashamed of. I like love the body that I'm in. I love the changes that I've made in my life, like mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And I
Absolutely.
feel like I just kind of decided to, I don't know, just like my writing style just is now indicative of the fact that like whatever mood I'm in, like when I wrote Ocean, I watched your video the other night and oh my God, I was like, I was about to like get on and message you and be like, girl, stop crying, it's okay. Like, you're gonna be okay. But like seriously, when I wrote
Oh
that,
my gosh, you know why? It's that empath in us,
yeah,
right? So like
definitely.
I just feel that song, man. I feel it and I'm able to picture it and freaking
Yeah.
like I just understand it so
It's
well, you
just
know?
it's just one of those
Like,
things where I was so down and I had like
yeah.
I've got a good friend, her name is Madison Bailey. She's actually plays Kiara on the show Outer Banks. And I had been watching Outer Banks and I just had this idea of the ocean. Like it's filmed here in Charleston where I'm from. So I was like, I'm gonna write something for this show, but I want it to be from like my perspective of what it's like to be from a town where like people look at you and they're like, you don't belong here. And like that is literally
Yeah.
how I felt. Like I had all these friends and family, supportive family and friends all around me, but there was something about the people around town that like even now, like look, I mean like I can beat my face and I can walk out and sit into a restaurant and I swear to God, like today was like one of those days. Somebody walks by and they're just like just for no reason. Like I just get this nasty like look and I've started to like absorb them and it would like really hurt my feelings. So I wrote this song and it's just so different from like Adore Me. It's different from Dirty because when I wrote Dirty, I was in the car driving home, like sitting in traffic and thinking about my husband and I was like, girl, I'm gonna get it tonight. Like I'm gonna get it
That's
tonight.
right.
And so when I wrote it, I was like, oh my God, this is like nasty. Like this is like my
Yeah, it
version of
is.
WAP. So I was like, I'm gonna do this. And so then Adore Me, obviously, like I finally had like picked myself back up and I was like, you know what? I've been listening to all these 80s queens rock my world since I was a kid. And like, I'm going to be an 80s queen. I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to put on some roller skates. I'm going to put on some fucking tights. I'm going to go out there and like pop my pussy everywhere. And next thing I know,
That's right.
I'm writing a song about like, I'm that bitch that you were talking about. And it just, I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know. So like for me, it's like my writing style really comes with wherever I'm at mentally. And so does my image. Like, I feel like Adore Me was a look. Like, Ocean was a look. It was very stripped
Yeah.
down, no makeup, just me walking on the beach. Because I wanted something just pretty. You know, I wanted like a pretty, I wanted it about the song, not about the video. And then I just, I don't know. I kind of just thought that my next song that I'm working on now is something kind of fun because I just go through these like waves of different, where my mind
Yeah.
goes.
Well, I think also too that's just the process of life, right? Like, because the older you get, you just and I say this all the time in my post, like we're in a process of becoming more of who we are, you know?
Yeah.
And like no matter what level we get to, there's always more of us that we can grow into. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So like
definitely.
I love watching that in other people who just really tap into that authenticity
Yeah.
and like just want to become more, you know? And golly, like I love the whole 80s vibe. It's like in now, right? And has been for a couple of years, I think, you
Yeah, for
know,
sure.
if you listen to music styles. But what I love is because I was born in 74. So 80s was like huge when I was growing up as well. That was like my turning points. And I can remember like, you know, George Michael, we never talked about. Boy George, we never talked
Yep.
about, you know, and the 80s to me was like one of the brightest times in our century, you know,
Yeah.
or like this of the hundreds, you know, and God, oh, I just love that we live right now, even though you're getting looks on the street because you're in a small town in South Carolina, technically, and compared to like other parts of the
Yeah, for
country,
sure.
right? Like, like I just love that you're in a position where you can offer such a strong message of being yourself to anybody who needs to hear it right now, and you don't have to hide who you are, you
I
know?
just I just think that
So,
like for me it took getting to the point where like it was like you're either going to be miserable because people are going to tell you who you are or you're going to decide that like other people's opinions of you is not who you are, you know? And I think that finally taking that back, I mean, it took me 31 years, like literally to start feeling like myself. I'd say like my husband was the first person that I met that like when I met him, I had never put on makeup before. I had never like
Yeah.
worn girls' clothes unless it was like for a joke or whatever. So when I started like doing it, he was so like there was never like this moment where he was like, "What are you doing?" It was just always like, "Oh, okay, like we're doing that today." So it's just, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
once you find that person or that like thing or these people around you that are just like, you know what, like you're doing you. I don't understand why people like try not to be other people. Like just be yourself. Like you're the only one out there who can be you. I don't care if you're similar to somebody else. You're the only one of you. And I just hate that people feel like they have to live up to some expectation it's not real. Like it's all
Oh,
bullshit.
absolutely. I've been saying for fucking years, man, truth and character prevails, right? So to me, when anything about this, like as artists, I think that we are free to interpret who we are, whatever the fuck way we want to, you
Absolutely.
know? You know, but like you have to be at peace with who you are and know who you are to be able to really allow that confidence to shine through, you know? So I'm just like so happy for you. And I know I asked you to sing a couple of songs too. I want to hang out with you for a while. I'm
Yeah.
hoping that you have time for. So do you have a song that you could sort of like
Yeah.
hit us up with?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You ready for it?
yeah. All right.
Don't
Because I want to do like these.
no
I want
crying.
to do like these musical, no crying, but I want to do these musical interludes with you, like in between, you know? Oh, uh,
Here we go. Ready? When they chase you like the tides rolling in, gotta keep your sails cast to the wind. Oh, don't ever step foot in this old town again. The rains are rolling in. The tide starts rolling out. The sea starts to rise, catching fire, burning in my eyes. They call us crazy, they call us wild, swimming against the current for a little while. Oh, it's a life out in the open, never knowing where you're going. All you're doing is floating, floating in the ocean. Tell me, tell me, tell me, where am I supposed to go? 'Cause I can't see the shoreline anymore. And the tide's still rolling in. Keep your head above the undertow. No one wants you back in this old town again. The rain's gonna roll now. It's time to move on. Time to go. I know I've told you once, 1,000 times before. Oh, the tide starts rolling out. The sea starts to rise, catching fire, burning in my eyes. They call us crazy, they call us wild, swimming against the current for a little while. Oh, it's life out in the open, never knowing where you're going. All you're doing is floating, floating in the ocean. Tell me, tell me, tell me, where am I supposed to go? 'Cause I can't see the shoreline anymore. Oh, oh.
Oh. Oh. Hello. Oh my gosh. How healing was that to get those words out and just really be able to like say it in a song?
Like super cathartic, and also I like still have trouble like singing it sometimes when I do it because I get like a little like choky. So I don't
You get
know.
choky too
Yeah,
when you sing it?
it's probably one of two songs that I get choky on, like for sure.
Oh,
Like one of two songs that
definitely
I write.
right. I'll keep
So
it real. This is probably one of my favorite songs for the rest of my life. So
for
thank you
real,
so
oh, I
much for
love
writing
that.
that. And for real, man. For real. I just think your chord progressions in the
Thank
song
you,
and like how delicate it is, it's just really gorgeous.
thank
Like,
you.
and it's one of those songs that like no matter how many times I listen to it, I'm still getting that first feeling of like looking into the ocean, like
Yeah,
of how deep it is, like and how deep life is. So I thank you. That was a true gift to the world,
thank you.
man. For real, for
Listen,
real.
if you love that one, like it's that one, and for me, like my biggest one is Pretty Face. Like just rips my heart out
I
when I
know
play
that
it.
one
I played
too.
it live at this like COVID show. Like everyone had to be in like masks and separated by ropes, and it was like out in this big field. And I'd never played piano live before, like on tour. So I was like, I'm gonna play piano. I'm gonna do this song. And no one's ever heard me do like an acoustic piano song on stage. And I got up there and like I don't know. That was like the moment I feel like my career like changed. I felt people
Yes.
listening quietly, and then afterwards, like I've done shows like when I opened for Megan Trainor, like when I opened for Todrick, like Todrick Hall, like people would come up and be like, "Oh my God, it's so nice to meet you." And they take pictures, but it's not like, "Oh my God, that song," you know? So
Touched me.
like that
Exactly.
show, I had so many people come up afterwards and they were like, I literally could not breathe while you were singing it. And I was like, this is the one. Like, this is the one. So now it's just
Absolutely.
hard. It's hard for me to sing it because, like, I wrote it from I'm in such a happy place in my life, like, in my, like, relationships with people and, like, who I am. But I wrote that song from a journal entry I'd written during a really bad past relationship when I was just like, it was bad. Like, it was just one of those things where I should have never let myself be treated the way that I did. So when I wrote it from this really like happy place, but I tried to get myself back into that mindset. So like I just like
Yeah.
I don't know, it's weird. So like now singing it, I just get this like twinge and I'm like, like there's somebody out there who feels this, like that knows that like they've been through this thing where somebody literally rips them apart and like doesn't care and like you feel like you've wasted this like monumental part of your life. Like so it's just those kind of songs mean
Yeah.
something more to me. Like doing pop songs is always fun, but like sitting down on a piano or a guitar and just singing something, like I just feel so connected to it because I'm making all of the sounds like myself. Like I'm playing the piano, I'm singing like acoustic, it just feels different than singing with like beats all like raging behind you, like the stage shaking. It's just different.
Absolutely. It absolutely is. And like, I feel like for us, our instruments are a connection. Like they're an extension of who we are as
Yeah,
well.
definitely.
So like my own thing. Like I had some piano training, but because my ear, like my muse, I'm so fucking crazy, right? Dude, like any instrument you give me, I can make a song if I hear
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
like
same.
that's how I started playing guitar, so like what have you had formal training or have
So,
you just always had the
well,
gift?
I taught myself guitar when I was like 14 or 15. I had like joined a youth group at church, which like I don't really like participate in at all right now, but like I was going because I felt like there were people there my age and it just felt kind of safe
Mhm.
for me at the time. And I picked up a guitar and started playing. I learned like G, C, and E minor, and I was like, I'm gonna write some music. And I started playing. And then when I got to college, I actually took a year of piano, and from there, I kind of just took off and taught myself and kept learning. But I actually am proficient in the cello. Like that's what I originally went to college
Are
for. Yeah,
you?
and like
That's
I
fucking
keep
kick
on
ass,
telling
man.
myself that I'm going to like I played for like the Charleston Symphony Orchestra. Like I made all state all through high school and college. So it's like I keep on telling myself I'm eventually going to put it into a song. But when I get into the studio and I play it, it just feels like I can't I can't fuck up the cello sound. You know what I mean? So like cello is just so,
Oh,
how it is that I don't want to like put
oh
any
my
words
gosh.
over it. So
Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh. Ryan Lill, let me tell you, if I was there, I might want to steal you from your husband.
take me, bitch, take me, bitch. You'd give me back. He would tell you you'd give me back. I get
At least for a night. At
yeah,
least
like
for a night.
maybe 12 hours. You'd be like send that one back
That,
for sure. I'm a lot. Like I know that I'm a lot.
oh, but isn't it great though? Like unapologetically you, unapologetically you. So like you talked about your process, right,
Yeah,
of just becoming more of who you are. So I want you to go into that a little bit,
sure.
especially now. Pride, dude, pride for me is so, so important. Two of my three kids are bisexual. Both my daughters are openly bisexual.
Oh, that's
So
great.
pride is something that as a parent, like I've always been involved in. As soon as my daughter came to me that she felt comfortable saying that, mom, she's so, I got to tell you the story real quick because you'll appreciate it. We were in a drive-through of a Little Caesars, right? And then she starts talking about like this friend of hers, and I looked at her. I was like, "You sure this friend isn't you?" And she's like, "Yeah, it is." Right? And then I tell her, I was like, "It probably feels so good to get that off your chest." And that was my response to my daughter, who was 12 at the time, who
Yeah,
told me, So it pains me that like you still have families that are broken in these situations, and
absolutely.
I don't think it's just like a sexuality thing. I think it is skin color. I think it is gender. Some families hate their daughters for not being born a boy.
Yeah.
Like there's so many things that are causing wedges in families. So I know you have a very, very supportive family,
I
and
do.
you're actually one of what, six kids or seven
So
kids?
technically, there are four from my dad, one from my stepfather, and then my stepdad had two kids. So there are seven of us. I'm number six of seven.
Jesus Lord.
Yeah. So there was usually
Yeah.
only five of us at a time, like actually in the house. So I
Mhm.
say five, but it's yeah, I don't know. Like sometimes I feel like I'm a little missed out from the coming out experiences of other people. I came out at 19. I was terrified to come out in high school. I wouldn't do it. And when I finally did, it's because I had told one of my best friends who wanted to date me so bad, and she ended up dating my brother. And I was still best
Huh.
friends with her. So it was like this weird like pull where like I didn't know what to tell her because I didn't know if it was going to get to my brother or anybody else. So one
Yeah.
night we're sitting there and I told her, and I just like it just came out like out of nowhere. Like it wasn't like she had asked, like we were just, and I just told her, hey, I'm gay. And it was like, it's fine. And so I just felt in my spirit, it's like, tomorrow I'm going to tell everyone because if I don't, this bitch is going to. So I went
Yeah.
to, we had a family cookout. Like my mom was cooking like hamburgers, steak burgers is what she called them. And I walked into the living room and everyone was sitting there and I was like, I have something to say and I don't want anybody asking any questions. I just want to get this off my chest and be done with it. And everyone's like, okay. So I called my mom inside and I just said, I'm gay. That's all I said. I didn't explain anything else. And everyone's just quiet. My sister's like, okay. My brother's like, yeah. And everyone else is just like, okay, great. And my mom's like, I do have a question. And I was like, oh, God. I mean, I'm like bawling my eyes out at this point. I'm like covered in tears. Because like
Oh,
just saying it, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like when you say that whole weight off your chest thing, it's the first time
yeah.
in my entire life that I've ever felt that like in an actual true physical feeling. I literally felt like I could breathe. And
That
so
shit is true.
she looked at me and she was like, what kind of cheese do you want on your steak burger? And I was like,
Yes,
Swiss,
I love
obviously. I
mom.
was like, it's obviously
Yes.
Swiss cheese. And then she's like, okay. She walked out the door. I sat down. I boohooed my eyes out. My sister was like, what is wrong with you? Like, everyone knows. Like, it's fine. And then later on, my mom was like devastated on the front porch. She's like crying. She's like, why didn't you just like tell me? Like, she was more offended that I had not said something to her about it. So my mom and I are like, our whole family is very close. Like, after my father passed away, we were just like, a tight-knit little group. So that's my experience. Like I lost a bunch of friends that I saw all the time that were just part of the church, or they just felt like I had somehow tricked them because they would stay the night and we'd hang out and watch movies or whatever. And like, it
Oh
was like
gosh.
I had done something to them by not telling them. And I just, from that day on, I told myself, like, you know what? Like, I'm not going to lie about this stupid shit. There's just no point in lying about who you are, because I've tried to explain this to people. Being gay or being LGBTQIA plus, whatever you identify as, or whoever you identify as, has nothing to do with who you are as a person. Nothing.
Exactly.
It has nothing to do with who you are as a person. It does not define you. Someone's opinion of what and or who you are does not define you. Like I always tell myself, and I have to keep on doing this, even as an adult, paying my own way, living my own life, breaking out into this music industry, which is like cutthroat. I have to keep on telling myself, like, people's opinions of me are not what I am. Like, that's not what this is. Like, someone doesn't get to say, you're fat and you're ugly. Well, those two things are not synonymous, first of all. Like, I have a friend who I love to death. His name's Christian. He's a drag queen in town. He goes by Melody Lucas. Fabulous. Was in the Adore Me video. He's like he's the really 80s like leopard print person next to me, like dancing.
Oh, nice.
And
Yes.
super great human being. But I said something to him once. He said, well, you know, like I'm fat, blah, blah. And I said, you're not fat, you're beautiful. And he looked at me, he was like, I didn't say I wasn't beautiful. I said I was fat. And it was just this thing where I saw back and I was like, oh, like shit. Like, I didn't even think, I had said it myself and I was like, that's just like such a shitty way of like thinking about stuff. Like, you're not ugly because you're overweight or your skin color is different or you're gay or you're bisexual or whatever. Like, those things just don't define anything about you. Like, at all. So for me, like what you were saying earlier, like people coming into who they are and becoming comfortable, anybody who looks you in the face and tells you they know 100% who they are and they're comfortable with it are full of shit. They are so full of shit. Being comfortable with who you are is a constant, everyday, I am this person, I'm okay, they're okay, we're all okay, I'm going to live authentically, I'm not going to be upset when people call me names, that's not who I am. You know, like it's a choice that I make every day when I get up. And some days are harder than others. Some days I'm like, I feel very feminine some days. And I think to myself, like, feeling feminine is a construct. It has nothing to do with what I'm wearing. It has nothing to do with what I put on my eyes. Like today, honestly, I feel butch as fuck right now, but I've got lipstick and eye makeup on and I'm wearing this like titty top, you know, but it's like, I don't think those things have like a descriptor for feminine or masculine. I think you've been told your whole life, this is what masculine and this is what feminine is. I'm like, no, like I don't know who wrote that, but they're full of shit. Like if you want to go out in a bandal top, you can. I don't care if you have a hairy chest or you don't. I don't care if you got titties or you don't. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's do what makes you happy.
Yeah, because like,
you know,
I don't think people think this way, but like your life is so short in the grand scheme of
Absolutely.
things. Like you could walk outside tomorrow and a tree fucking falls on you. You could be in the wrong place at the wrong time when a car comes by. So why am I going to let someone make me absolutely miserable and walk around this earth looking like somebody that I don't identify as just to make that one person happy for 3 seconds they have to see me walk by them in a Chili's? You know what I mean? Like
Absolutely. No. And I think too, like, you know, you and I have that in common because my father actually was killed when I was 3 years old. And music was a way that I used to channel my emotions, right? So like this is something I learned about myself. When that happened, I like literally just started hearing music in my head like all the time. And then I was able to put it together and put it down on paper, put it through a song, you know? So it's been very, very healing for me. But that finality piece of life, I think, is the part that people are fucking missing. And I think that they probably have a little greater understanding right now because of what happened last year with COVID.
Well,
so I think that really,
you think people would.
I pray, you know, like I have a tendency to just stay in my own fucking lane. So like the way I think and like how easy it is to just choose happiness, right?
Yeah.
Like I get actually more sad because like for me to find somebody on my same vibe, You know, it's really fucking hard. It's really
Yeah.
fucking hard because if somebody says I can't, like I'm always thinking, why not? Like
Sure.
I'm like that person. I'm that person. And I do have to say, I'm 46 right now, right? And you were saying if somebody knew exactly who they were, I can tell you, I know for a fact that I am at that I don't give a fuck about anything right now.
Yeah. Yeah. But like
You know?
think about it.
But
If something came your way tomorrow and you had a chance to try something new, you would do it, right?
yeah, absolutely. Depending, yeah, absolutely. But I think there's a point of wisdom that occurs, right? When you know, sort of because of experiences that you've been through in life, what might be a better sort of fit
Yeah,
for
for
what your
sure.
soul is telling you to do, you know? So that being said, I think learning how to say no is like one of the greatest things that we can do in life
That's my
because
favorite.
it's
That's
like,
my favorite
no, I'm
word.
not going to accept, yeah, I'm not going to accept what you're calling me because I know myself. Know that me and that isn't going to get along, you know,
Yeah, for sure.
like, and yeah, so that's another component of things that I think is really, really important. And I did want to, I think it's so great. I think it's so great. When you think about like, how do you feel about labels? Because there are so many different labels like and we when we were growing up too it was like there were only a little bit of adjectives to
Yeah, for
describe
sure.
who we are.
I
So how do you feel about
I get so stuck in this because I never want to put my foot in my mouth about it, but I've been asked and like actually got asked in a really big like queer magazine article that's coming out. And I'll say the same thing I said then because I feel like it's so relative to everything. I don't personally like labels because I think they make me feel like I have to make some kind of decision. Like I have to make some kind of like descriptor. That being said, I love labels for the fact that there are people out there who have felt like they don't fit into anything their entire lives. And they get this immediate way of saying, I am gender non binary, they, them. And someone says, well, I'm sorry, there's only two genders. And they're like, no, there's not. Like this is how I identify. That'd be like me telling you, like, I want you to call me Robert for the rest of my life. If you care about somebody, you will call them whatever they want you to call them because their name and their identity to them is what's important to them. It has nothing to do with your life. It has no effect over you. If somebody wants me to say sir or ma'am and that's how they identify, that's what I'm saying. But I think that it's great that people have words that finally tell people what this is. It's been around for forever. Non-binary has been around forever. Genderqueer has been around
yeah
forever. Fluidity has been around forever. The difference is people now have descriptors to put on them to explain to people who don't know what they're talking about, what it means. So like, I love that part of it. But for me, like, I do identify as genderqueer because I don't feel gender fluid. Does that make sense? I
yeah
don't feel like
yeah
I sway in and out of being girl and boy. I feel like I am a boy. I identify with being a male. Like I don't have any qualms against my body being male. What I do have qualms against is being gender conformist. I refuse to be told that as a boy,
yes
I cannot wear high heels. I refuse as a boy to be told you can't wear lipstick. And the same way I feel about girls. There's a lot of people on the LGBT community who are on the spectrum that identify as female who always wear male identified clothes. And I'm thinking to myself, like, that's never been an issue. No one's ever said anything about it other than the word like dyke, which is, I think it's such a joke at this point. Like, give me a
yeah
break.
yeah
Like, that's the only word that you can use to describe somebody wearing men's pants. Like, give me a break. So for me, like, it's never been a huge issue. So now I feel like now that I'm doing it, I do think it's a little different when guys wear something that is deemed women's because I feel like you've got
yeah
that extra thing saying he's gay. Well, I know guys that are straight that wear women's pants. I know guys that are
oh, looky
I know
there.
guys that are straight. I know transgendered men who identify as male who still wear women's clothing. Women's clothing. And people say,
Yeah.
"Well, why did you even bother being a male?" And they're like, "My identity has nothing to do with the clothing that I'm wearing. Like clothes have no gender, makeup has no gender, and I don't care anybody who comes on here and tells me makeup has a gender. If you're wearing makeup, something's wrong. That's for a woman. No, dude. Males invented high heels. Do people not
Yeah.
realize that?
Oh, exactly.
Like,
And it's bullshit because if you look at royalty back in the day, who was
sure.
getting the powdered faces and the rosé on the cheeks and everything? I mean, come on now.
Well, think about
You
like
know,
Greek mythology. Like it was this thing where like men slept with men for like this pleasure, and then it was women for like breeding, and then women and women were together. It's kind of like this thing where like dudes think it's hot when girls are lesbians, and I'm like, why is that hot? And why is it like a guy will date a girl who's dated other women, but a guy who is bisexual meets a girl and she finds out that he has been with men? It's like, he's gay, no thank you. Like your
yeah,
masculinity immediately gets stripped from you. Like I just think that's such a stupid way of thinking. And I think that like
absolutely.
I am in that place in my life where like I love my husband. He is very much male. He identifies male. He wears male, you know, like he lets me put makeup on his face for fun sometimes when we go out or whatever. He's great. But like he's like a burlier kind of guy, scruffy, chest hair, whatever. But I've never once felt weird putting on makeup or wearing high heels out, standing next to him or holding hands with him. He's just never, it's never, and I've even asked. I thought to myself, like, do you ask your spouse, like, if they're okay with this? Like, do you say something? So I've asked him. I've been like, are you okay with this? He's like, I don't care. Like, why would I care
Mhm.
what the hell you're doing? Like, people come over and it's weird because, like, here in town, a lot of people now know me because of music. So it's like they'll either approach me about that or they'll be like, oh my God, I love your eye makeup. And I'm like, thank you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
and then you have
yeah.
people who stare across the room and I'll just be like, I'm such a bitch. I really am. I'll literally be like in a room and I'll be like, like, if I like blow a kiss, like maybe you'll catch it, you know? So like, that's my
Yeah.
thing. Like, I go out of my way just to be like, if you're uncomfortable, like, dude, like, go somewhere else. Like, I'm eating a cheesesteak sitting at a table. My lipstick's like half up my face, mayonnaise, everything. And people are like, oh my God. And I'm like, is it because of the mayonnaise or is it because I'm wearing like eye makeup, you know?
Dude, but see, I fucking love being part of the conversation, right?
Yeah,
You
for
know what I'm
sure.
saying? Like, and because it was the same thing, like in the 90s when I was dating biracially. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
I
yeah,
went
of
through
course.
periods
Super taboo.
where like, oh my God, yeah. But see, my uncle it is also. Look, I have so much gay in my family, which I love because it really like exposed me to a lot of love for
Yeah, for
this whole
sure.
concept of equality at an early age.
Yeah.
But I used to talk to him about just like how especially at that time in like the early 90s, how just loving who you love and living true to that is so important,
Yeah.
and not backing off, and like being and to see this like, all of these years later, just the changes by small little actions that we can do. Wear your fucking makeup, open up that conversation. And if they don't change their mind now, little things that you do now is going to impact them. And
Yeah.
over time, when they have a chance to not be met with that emotion, but actually like they're gonna have a quiet moment at
Yeah.
some point and really think.
I feel like I've
So
had so
I
many,
always think about
yeah, I've had so many
oh,
of
I think
those
about the
moments.
messages.
I've had so many of those
Yeah.
moments where people like, I've had kids ask me questions like, why is he wearing makeup? And their moms are always like, no, don't ask him that. And I'm like, no, it's like, this is a 6-year-old kid. Like, let him ask me. Because my favorite thing is I'm like, well, why are you wearing that blue shirt? And they're like, my mom got it. I like it. And I'm like, well, I like this. And they're like, oh, it's just this light bulb. Like, I'm like, why not let your kids ask questions? Why not be willing to teach your kids these things? I saw on Facebook someone was upset because their kids were talking about how there's more than 2 genders in school. And like she was like, how dare they? And I'm like, how dare they? Like, your child is now going to pick up on the fact that you are being a bigot. So then you're just breeding it into somebody instead of letting them just realize that sometimes people are different than you and that's totally fine. Like,
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
don't know. I guess I was never raised that way. I don't understand it. It makes me sick to my stomach listening to people like misgender people or mislabel people all the time. I'm just kind of like, what is it hurting you to just be a decent human being? You know what I mean? Like, why is that so hard?
Don't be a sucky
Yeah,
person.
don't be shitty.
That's
Like,
what
for real.
I say. Don't be sucky.
True.
No, I just think it's important. Everybody, like even somebody in their ignorance is entitled to be that way, right? So like my
Unfortunately,
whole
yes.
thing is I respect indifferences. I always talk about good, bad, and different,
Yep.
right? Because we have a tendency, our human nature is to actually, try to be around people that will support our views and
Sure.
opinions and like-minded, and that's good. But like I'm the type of person, I'm a fucking rebel, so I like to be around people that are totally like not into what I'm into, and I listen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because how can I learn to talk to people with different views unless I give them an opportunity to really show who they are, and also like I believe in the philosophy of me telling you something is not going to change your
Of
mind,
course.
right? So you have to present it in a way where they're able to formulate a decision on their own
Yeah.
and change their own mind in their own time, right? So yeah, but one way or the other, man, like all approaches work when it comes to change. The fact of the matter is, though, that some people will not change in
Yeah.
their views,
And you have to realize
and
that
it
and
is
just
what it is.
quit wasting your energy on trying to
Yeah.
shape somebody who's not malleable, you know?
Yeah, that's why it's important. It's that much more important for us to just live true to
Yeah,
ourselves.
for sure.
You know? So I want to know if you have another song
I
for us,
do.
baby.
It's a
Yay!
it's a cover. It's a cover of one of my all-time favorite songs.
Awesome.
I guess that I'm guessing you know this song for sure.
Okay.
Took my love and I took it down. Climbed the mountain and I turned around. And I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills where the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above?
Rise above.
And I sail through the changing ocean tides. Can I handle the season of my life? Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I build my life around you. But time makes you bolder. Children get older. I'm getting older too. So take this love and take it down. And if you climb a mountain and you turn around, if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, maybe, well, maybe, the landslide will bring you down.
Oh, yeah! If you are watching this, you better drop hearts for Ryan Lill, who is the fucking awesomest.
It's
That
one of
was
my
so,
favorite.
so very thoughtful, too.
I've got it tattooed on my thigh, so.
Do you really?
I do. It says "Sail through the changing ocean tides," like big on across my legs. So.
That's fucking awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it.
It's my favorite.
Yes.
Can't go wrong with Stevie, baby.
Yes. She is Queen Goddess.
She is. She's doing something. She's drinking some kind of water to keep herself you know,
Oh my gosh.
ageless.
Oh, you know what? I hope I get to drink from her fountain.
Same, same.
Stevie Nicks.
I know, like
She is
dream
touched.
collab right there. Dream
Oh,
collaboration.
absolutely. Absolutely. You know what? I believe that anything you want in life is totally fucking possible. You just need to keep manifesting that. Totally, totally.
I'm trying my
So,
best.
yeah, no, it's coming. Dude, it is coming for you. It is coming for you. All right? It is coming for you. Yeah. Every morning, I don't know if you see this, but every morning I wake up and I go out and I have my quiet time and I say, "Oh, good morning, universe. I'm prepared to receive the blessings and greatness you have for my life." And I fucking believe that with every fiber in my
Yeah.
body, that right now, this is my time. And that's where your mind has to be. And I know it is. And you have a gift, and your gift is going to go
Thank
and
you.
go and go. And it's going to become more.
I just hope that whatever I do, I can do something that actually makes a difference to someone. If it's one person who listens to a song and realizes that like there's something out there for them that's going to work out. Like if you've had the shittiest
Absolutely.
week or year, like hang on because it's coming to you. Like if I can get that from something, then I'm doing what I want to do.
Absolutely, absolutely. And this is the thing about artists too, right? Like it might not even be, this is some trippy shit. Might not even be this generation,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
Might be like far after we're gone.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, that's the power of the message, though,
Yeah.
right? Because when your message is on point, those are the songs that are everlasting. Absolutely,
I hope so.
absolutely. So I want you, Ryan, I want you to tell people what platforms you're on.
Sure.
Because I know, and I just want to open this up. The reason why I really like got this like idea, I was like, I need to talk with Ryan because it was the month timing, but like you made the post about how well you're doing like on Apple Music, how they were
Yeah.
featuring your song.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh shit, you know? So tell the people, tell my wonderful peoples, and hopefully
your
some
little
of your
butterfly
wonderful people
hive.
are here
I
too.
love that.
Tell the peoples.
Sure. So I'm at Ryan Lill Music on everything. And if you're looking for my music, it literally is on every streaming platform, free, paid, monthly subscription. It's on all of it. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio. I have my own Pandora station, which is wild to me. Twitter, Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I don't know how to use it, but I'm
Yeah, I was
there.
about to ask you, are you a TikToker?
I tried to TikTok. I've got so many friends who have like taken off on TikTok, and I'm just like, it's hard enough for me to find content for Instagram where I'm like, Jesus Christ, these people are done seeing this, you know. But like, it's been weird because now like I'm starting to get publications. Like I have a publicist that's been doing great. I've been featured in a bunch of like blogs here in town. I'm going to be on Cheddar Television this week doing a live performance on Friday. Just
That's
new
funny.
song on Friday with Lil Jack coming out. It's just if you Google me, I'm just everywhere. And I try to respond to everyone. It stresses me out, but I really do. If you message me, if you tag me in something, if you comment, I try my best to respond to literally everyone.
It's all about building those connections,
Yeah,
baby.
for sure.
Like seriously. I feel like, you know, like especially on my site, there's some people that will take their time to write something so thoughtful and so beautiful. Like, how can you not respond to as many people as you can?
Yeah,
Because
sure.
you know what? They took the time out of their life to have you on their mind.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm so fucking grateful. I know you're so grateful too.
Yeah, I am. And like it's weird because I've met so many really cool people that are actually in the industry that tell me things all the time. Like they don't sink in until later. Like you said, you give somebody some advice, they have to kind of mellow over in their own way. And they'll tell me like, you're not signed to a label and you've made it so much farther than people who I know on my label who never made it. And I'm like, it's so weird to think that there are people out there who are writing songs that no one's ever going to hear. And for some reason, the ones that I'm writing are like doing what they're doing. They're just like, they're out
You're
there.
anointed,
You know?
baby. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Just freaking accept the anointing. Thank you.
Yeah, take me. Oh man, gotta be here for the rapture, you know.
Yeah, no doubt. I hope there's a dungeon there.
There better be. There
There
absolutely
better be a dungeon in that.
I have 31 years of anecdotal proof that Jesus has a sense of humor, okay?
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's great. That is great. That is great. Oh my gosh. Well, is there anything else that you'd like to share with us? Like before we wrap, with like you have another song you could send us off with? Oh,
Yeah.
what I did want to talk to you about. What is the next song that's going to be coming out? So you released 3. So name them all so far. We had Dirty,
We had
then
Dirty.
Ocean was next.
We had
Mm-hmm.
Adore Me, then Ocean. And my next song is going to be a little Pop Tart called Ice Cream. So
Yes, so talk about that one because I was reading. Yes.
it is definitely going to be different. I have this, like I told you, my style changes with everything. I have this 1950s idea of like black and white neighborhood driving through in an ice cream truck, and then when it comes into the ice cream truck, I'm in it in like full Banshee Girl drag, driving the ice cream truck, and that's when the color comes out. And it's like a double entendre. The song is called Ice Cream, but the lyrics are I Scream. So like
I
it's
fucking
gonna
love it.
like I'll give you like a little like snippet of something. It's okay, hold on. Let me think of like the best way to do this without giving too much away. So my little ice cream song starts with this little bum 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 bum, and it goes boom, and it drops. It's like a little ice cream truck noise, and then the first part is if you never had it, try and get it. Baby, you're the only reason that I never quit it. You can rock, baby, you can roll. Won't you please take me home? It's like this big like keychain shift. It's gonna be something different for sure.
Oh, dude, I'm so looking forward to it. And I just want to
I will send it to
say it
you as
again.
soon as it's done. Before it comes
My
out, I will
God.
send you your link.
Oh my
You can do a
gosh.
tester.
You know, thank you so much.
Of
Thank you.
course.
And are your songs on IG yet? Because I swear to God, I want to do a reel to that Dirty song so fucking bad.
My songs
I want that.
my songs are on TikTok, they're on Instagram. Use them,
Yes.
use them, use them. I would love
Dude,
for
I'm
you to do a
about to
dirty
make
video.
nasty shit out of that.
I want it.
Like
I
some.
want it all.
No, and let me rephrase. I'm going to turn it into some eclectically exotic art entertainment.
You're gonna titify it.
That's right.
You're
I'm
gonna
going to titify it, baby.
Look, I've been working on mine. They aren't as nice as yours, but they're getting there, girl.
Yeah, dude. Woo!
I don't know how you
We
turn
have
that
comparable
around.
cleavage.
I don't know how you do it. You got some weapons up front, so if someone comes near, you're like, yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
You need to come down. I need
People
to
only
film
knew.
a music video, and you got to be in one.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah,
I
that'd
would
be great.
fucking love it, dude. Yeah, I would fly out for it, no doubt.
We
Because
should plan this.
oh, fucking yeah. Hell yeah.
I got some tricks up my sleeve for some songs coming out this year. I'm trying to keep it as fresh as humanly possible for me.
Yeah, no doubt. I am down for that. Absolutely, Ryan. I am there in a heartbeat. All right.
You say
good
when.
stuff. Good stuff. Yes. I'm going to be actually in Charlotte next weekend.
Oh, cool.
I'm going to be in Charlotte. Then I'm going to freaking Arkansas to hang out with my friend, my music friend who used to play for Carl, what's his name, and the Tiny Universe. The dude that played saxophone for Bruce Springsteen back in the day.
Wow,
but
that's awesome.
my friend Seth, he is a fucking brilliant electric slide guitarist.
Oh, wow.
Fucking amazing what he comes out with. And this is another thing. I feel so blessed for you. And I just feel so blessed by the people that have been placed in my life. I have such a strong appreciation just for who you are in your entirety, every single piece of you. I fucking love you.
Well,
and I hope you know that there's been somebody across the country, even in fucking Alaska, who has always loved you unconditionally for who you are. And I'm so, so fucking happy for you. I'm just so happy for you. Yeah.
Well, I'm happy
Sending you
I'm
that
happy for
energy.
you. I just think that we got to keep this happiness going. We should definitely
Yes.
check back in like a few weeks and do
Yeah.
this again. We should
That
totally
would
do
be
it again.
fucking awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Yeah. When your song does come out too, hell
Yeah,
fucking yeah. Like,
I'd love that.
yes. I could be like, and you heard it here first at my butterfly high, bitches.
Yes. Secret listening session.
That's
That'd
right.
be great.
Yeah, and
Very
happiness.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, right? Do you know that Taylor Swift has body issues too? Like
Girl,
everybody has
everyone
them.
does. Everyone
You know,
does.
everyone has them. It is
That's
what
why
it
I
is.
said there's
That's
no
why.
such thing as being 100% comfortable. There's a level you hit where you're like, yeah, I am who I am. But like you're never going to feel 100% because your body's forever going to change. Your mind is going to keep
Absolutely.
changing if you let it. You know, I mean, it's just there's just no way.
But I'm telling you, that's why that innate spirit within us, that's the one people fucking forget to listen to.
Yeah.
You've got to listen to the essence of who you are. And it takes a very quiet, peaceful mind. And a lot of times it just takes getting to a point where you're like, fuck it,
Yeah.
no, I don't care what you think.
That's exactly
You
where
know?
I've landed myself on the planet of I don't give a fuck what you think.
At zero fucks.
Zero
fucks given.
I don't have
Zero.
any more. I've given them
Zero.
all away. They're all gone.
And it feels so good. I just want
It
more.
does.
So yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
You want to send us off with another song, or what would you like to do, girl?
I'm gonna send you off with a little one of my favorites. It's a nice fun late 90s early 2000s jam, and I think that everyone needs to hear this because you know what I don't have time for? A scrub.
Ah, yes, me the fuck either.
A scrub is a guy that thinks he's flying, is also known as a buster. Always talking about what he wants and just sits on his broke ass soul. No, I don't want your number, no. I don't want to give you mine, and no, I don't want to meet you nowhere. I don't want none of your time, no. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. Now a scrub says to me and his game is kind of weak, so I know that he cannot approach me. I'm looking like glass and he's looking like trash. Can't get with a deadbeat ass, so no, I don't want your number, no. I'm not gonna give you mine, and no, don't wanna meet you, no, and no, don't want none of your time. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler. Now you have a car, you're walking. Oh yes, son, I'm talking to you. You live at home with your mama. Oh yes, son, I'm talking to you. You have a shorty, but you don't show love. Oh yes, son, I'm talking to you. Wanna get with me with no money? Oh no, I don't wanna know. Scrub, no. Scrub, no, I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me.
Oh, you know what, Ryan? I lied. I want to hear you sing some more, so just keep it going if you can.
You want me to keep it going? Let's see what I got.
Fuck that.
I think I got
I'm not letting you go.
Let's see. Hold on. Let's see what I got. You got a fast car. I I got a ticket to anywhere. Maybe we can make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Starting from zero, got nothing to lose, and maybe we'll make something. Me and myself, I got nothing to lose. My old man's got a problem. Hand with the bottle, that's the way it is. Said his body's too old for working. His body's too young to look like his. Mama went off and left him. Wanted more to life than he could give. I said somebody's gotta take care of him. I quit school, that's what I did. And remember when we went driving in your car. Speed too fast, I felt like I was drunk. City lights stay on before us, and your arm felt right, wrapped around my shoulder, and I had a feeling that I belonged, and I had a feeling I could be someone, be someone. I know things will get better. I work in the market as a checkout girl. Still ain't got a job. I know together we can get somewhere. Said any place is better. You'll find work and I'll get promoted, and we'll move out of the shelter, buy a bigger house and live in the suburbs. So remember when we went driving in your car. Speed so fast, I felt like I was drunk. City lights say on before us, and your arm felt nice wrapped around my shoulder, and I had a feeling that I belonged, and I had a feeling I could be someone, be someone. Had a feeling I could be someone.
I might need to go change my pants, Ryan Lill.
Stop that! I'm flooding my basement. You want to hear a little clip of one of the most annoying songs I've ever heard, but I'm obsessed with it? Let me give you a little taste. I know you guys have heard this. You guys are probably sick of it. All you listeners out there, you're probably like, please don't do this, but I'm going to. I got my driver's license last week, like we always talked about. You were so excited for me to finally drive up to your house, but today I drove through the suburbs crying 'cause you weren't around. And you're probably with that blonde girl who always made me down. She's so much older than me, everything I'm insecure about. Yet today I drove through the suburbs, 'cause how could I ever love someone else? I'm obsessed with that driver's license song, y'all. I'm telling you, something's wrong with me.
Ryan Lill, do some more. I don't want you to leave me.
Let me actually, I've got something I've been working on that no one's heard. It's a little sad.
Oh, really?
But I'll give you a little listen, okay? This might be something a little too much for you right now, since it's about my dad, so it's a little touchy.
Well, thank you for mentally preparing me. I really appreciate that.
All right, you ready? 4 years old, never alone. My memories slipping to the fold. And as I grow old, I wonder, what is it I really know? Are you who I thought you were, or are you what they always say to me, your face is just a picture, not a memory. I remember on the skating down the hall, I was so small. I remember us watching everyone laugh till everyone would fall. I remember getting ready by the heater in the hall. I remember VH1 louder than a saw. Each and every song they lied through their teeth when they said that you'd watch over me. I don't feel you in the air. I don't feel you anywhere. 4 years old, never alone. My memories slip into the fold. And as I grow old, I wonder, what is it I really know? Yeah, still working on it.
Oh, yay! Happiness! Yay! Oh, you're gonna feel so much better though. It's another piece of light coming out of you.
I think so.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've had like a few little hooks stuck in my head. Like I have like 2 or 3 little hooks stuck in my head that I'm not sure what to do with, but I feel like you'll like. Here's one. I'll give you a little sample of this one. Just I think you'll like it. It's
Okay, yeah.
Are you ready? Oh, you're gonna need a thick skin. Never try to fit in. Don't you know you're perfect just as you are? It's a great big world. It's beautiful and colorful, and it's gonna break your heart. It's gonna break your heart. Oh, you're gonna need a thick skin. Yeah, I've been working on that one too. I was gonna put it out last year, and then I was like, no, like I'm not ready for it yet. So we're getting there.
Dude, do you ever go through the phase, like, I legit think I've had this one song trapped in my head in pieces for like 30 fucking years.
I swear to God, I've got, girl, I'm telling you,
30 years.
Like Ocean was like bits and pieces of journal entries that I wrote, like things I didn't even remember that I was going through, you know? So yes, definitely.
Golly.
Definitely.
So yeah. Oh, yes. So I'm gonna be a hot bitch in your video.
Yes.
And yes.
Yes. I love that.
Yes. I have to go back to Charleston too, because a lot of my music equipment, my recording equipment, and a lot of my songs are fucking storage somewhere there. So
yeah, come on down. You got a place to crash.
Yeah, no doubt. Oh, dude, that would be awesome.
I got
awesome.
I got 2 rooms. I got some
Plus
soda pillow top mattresses, baby. Come on down.
Plus some. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Yay. Yeah. Oh, yes, girl.
I've been working on it. A little tongue talk. I'm trying, y'all. It's tough these days. Your boy's tired.
That's awesome. Ryan, I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here and talking. And dude, yeah, we're gonna stay in touch, because seriously, so much love in my heart for you. And like I said, I've been sending you positive energy for years, and like have just had so much admiration. And you know what? You and I are on a trajectory for fucking greatness. We're about to fucking shut shit down.
I love that. I'm gonna shut it down like quarantine, baby.
That's right.
All right, we'll catch up. I'm gonna go ahead and send
Yes.
you over. Send me your email. Like direct message me your email,
Okay.
and I will send you the song that's coming out Friday, so you can get a little listen.
Oh, hell fucking yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Mwah.
All right. Bye.
Love you so much.
Love you.
Guys,
Thank you so much.
follow this man. He is a fucking musical genius. If you want to be friends with me, then you need to show appreciation and love for this musical fucking genius right here.
Thank you.
That's my ultimatum.
Yeah. If not, get out.
Okay.
All right. Bye, girl.
I love you. Yeah, bye. Have a wonderful night and kiss your husband for me.
Oh, I will.
All right?
All right. Bye.
Yes. Love you. Bye. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that you enjoyed that. Ryan Lill is he's just so amazing. Such a gifted person. And I can't wait to see him like face to face the next time because like he's just fucking awesome, dude. Good people. It's so important to keep good, positive people in your life. I cannot even begin to tell you that somebody is in your life who is unhealthy for you, toxic, just a fucking energy sucker. Kick them to the fucking curb. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. That first key to like learning your own happiness is being strong enough to walk away from negative energy. Super, super important. You got to be able to do it. And let me tell you, when you do that, the world opens up with so many positive people because you're actually asking for the right people to be in your life, not based on what you think you need, but what you finally know you need in life. All right. Also, too, fucking happy Pride Month, baby. Be you. Love yourself unconditionally. Always live true to yourself. All right. I love all my people so much. Thank you so much for being here. And next Monday, I'm going to be in Charlotte, but I'm still going to try to do a little some music. And yeah, let's just go where the wind takes us, baby. All right. Love you all. Mwah.